Thank you. The late Bernard Baruch was, among other things, a self-made man. After graduating from New York City College, he went into stock market speculation and made himself $1 million before he was 30. Bernard Baruch attributed his success, and quite rightly, to a special brand of individualism that you hardly find anymore. Call it, if you will, an unusual clarity of mind and firmness of heart. In his later years, Baruch turned his genius to benefiting worthy ideas and institutions. He was a philanthropist, and for an entire generation there wasn't a single president of the United States that didn't seek him out for advice on his most ticklish and difficult problems at home and abroad. I'll never forget the word of advice he gave. It must have been about 10 years ago, to a group of investors. He summed up his philosophy in 4 words, and the 4 words were, never follow the crowd. In effect, what he was saying was that our most formidable resources lie within ourselves. To the extent that we develop ourselves, our own ideas, our own confidence, we succeed. The fellow who slavishly tries to copy other people is always several miles behind the leader. After this message, I'd like to show you how another businessman put to work those words of Bernard Baruch's and made himself a leader in the business community. Bernard Baruch's business philosophy was once summed up by him in the 4 words, never follow the crowd. And this was the guiding motto of R.S. Reynolds, who founded the Reynolds Metal Company. Reynolds' son was once asked by an interviewer from a business magazine how his dad kept up with the parade. My father's idea, he said, was not to get in the parade at all. He tried either to lead the parade or get into a separate parade of his own. When his son went into his father's business, young Reynolds realized the truth of his father's words. Both men were optimists. You can be successful once you realize that progress comes from action and you're willing to use your own initiative to achieve it. Too many people confuse creativity with technical innovation. The definition of a leader is a man who makes things happen. He's a doer. A poet by the name of E. Cummings, who asserted his own individuality by spelling his name entirely in lower-case letters, put it another way. To be nobody but myself, he said, in a world which is doing its best night and day to make you everybody else, means to fight the hardest battle which any human being can fight and never stop fighting.